Coming into Cincinnati, Kyle Schwarber had not homered in 7 consecutive games. Well, now he's got home runs in back-to-back games. And our carrier turned to the experts. He's still leading Major League Baseball in home runs with 32. 3 more than Yordan Alvarez. Ben Rice homer today. He has 28. And it's the most home runs now for a Phillies hitter before the All-Star break in franchise history.
Hard to believe. Overtook Mike Schmidt, and this is your Giant home run replay brought to you by our good friends at Giant. He gets one off of Abbott the other night, a 2-run blast. There's really nothing this guy can't do, and he's no longer just an absolute thumper, a slugger, a swing and miss, or a homer guy. This guy has turned himself into a very, very good big league hitter, and obviously the power numbers are there to go.
All right, well, Schwarber, you take a look. The most home runs before the All-Star break, 32, 1 more than Mike Schmidt, who in 1979 had 31 home runs. And by the way, his home run the other night, the bullet to right field, his dad's Little League was here, and one of the reps from the Little League caught the home run ball. So his dad had it after the game. I'm sure he has a lot of other keepsakes, but home run number 31 in Cincinnati, maybe that was a special keepsake. All right, the series finale against the Cincinnati Reds with Jesus Luzardo on the mound is coming up. Lineups at first pitch when we return. NBC 10 News First Alert weather. The most accurate forecast 10 years in a row. 87 degrees. Slight breeze out of the southwest bend at 8 miles per hour. The cloud cover has really come over the last half hour or so, but still been a nice day today here in the Cincinnati area. It rained overnight. The umpires for tonight's ball game: Mike Esterbrook behind home plate, Lance Barrett at first, Malachi Moore at second, and Alfonso Marquez, the crew chief, is at third.
Is that why my windows were wet when I got up this morning? It rained?
It rained pretty hard, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was a pretty good thunderstorm that was coming through about 3 a.m. in Covington, Kentucky.
I was very unaware.
Yeah. Don Mattingly, hoping his team can. Where is he? Where's Don? He's right there. He's hoping his team can win another series. I shouldn't say another series, win a series. It's been a couple weeks since they last won one. You know, they had a chance to do it in Kansas City on the final day, and they got shellacked by the Royals. Making some final adjustments to his lineup card. Terry Francona, his second season as the Reds manager, 125 and 128 as the skipper with Cincinnati. But he's got over 2,000 wins. Included in that, his time with the Philadelphia Phillies. Kyle Schwarber, with his family here watching him play, his mom and dad, his siblings. He's hit 2 home runs in the first 2 days of this series. Looks like he just headbutted somebody. And the Phillies will face right-hander Brady Singer, who was in his second season with the Reds. He was at 14 wins last year at an ERA of a little over 4. He's good at home, not so good on the road. 0-5 with a really high ERA on the road.
So the complete opposite of Jesus Luzardo.
Right. StatCast, powered by Google Cloud, gives us a look at his pitch arsenal. I thought he was a pretty good prospect when he was with the Royals.
Yeah, first rounder with the Royals years ago, and you see that arsenal. He's not going to overpower you by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, he's given up 20 home runs so far this season. You see the splits that we talked about, the home and road. It's drastic.
And you would think it'd be the complete opposite here at Great American Ballpark because of how the ball flies. We were unfortunately able to witness that last night.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Here's the Phillies lineup brought to you by Xfinity. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Trey Turner leads it off, and then Schwarber. Harper, who just announced he's going to the home run derby. Brandon Marsh is in left field. Alec Boehm over at third. How about Gabriel Rincones Jr. and the way he's swinging the bat recently?
Yeah, he looks so much more comfortable in the box.
All right, here we go. First pitch of tonight's ball game is brought to you by Audi. The final game of this series before the Phillies head off to Detroit. Brady Singer's ready to go, and he delivers low. We're underway, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Turner did not play last night. Don Mattingly just said I needed to give him a day. His lower body was sore. 1-1. He is 4 for 15 in the season series against the Reds. Breaking ball, 2-1.
And you see Singer out of the windup. He's got that real fast takeaway with his left leg, and then he gets up, lifting that leg extremely fast. As a hitter, you have to make sure you're ready to hit.
Back toward the middle, shaded that way is Arroyo, and he throws out Turner.
And he had himself a night defensively last night.
He sure did. Here is the defense for the Reds. We mentioned Arroyo. If you watched last night's game, he was all over the place. Marte has got a good arm out in right field. He's a former infielder. Transitioned to the outfield the last couple of years.
Yeah, TJ Friedel with a great catch last night off the bat of Bryson Stott.
Here's Schwarber. Schwarber's been on base 13 consecutive games. There's Kyle's mom and dad. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Such good people. Oh. Well, you can see it just because of how good of a person Kyle is.
Exactly.
Kyle and Paige both. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got a little out in front of that. Second out. First strikeout. Bryce Harper coming up. He shared some news earlier today, Ben. He popped it out on social media. And there you go. Derby at home? Sure. Why not?
Outstanding decision.
Yeah, I hope Schwarber awesome. Joins him.
Yeah.
Guess he found somebody to throw to him. Harper is 0 for 17 against the Reds. Is that crazy?
Yes, it is.
He's 0 for his last 15. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. He has walked a couple times in this series. Led off last night, volunteered to lead off last night. Just over the screen.
You wouldn't think that a lot of folks would be chomping at the bit to get at Chase Burns the way he's throwing the baseball this year. But the Phillies had a great approach against him early on last night. He threw a lot of pitches.
He did.
Had a lot of walks. Phil's just not able to scratch a whole lot across.
0-2. Fouled back. Harper has one hit. It was an extra base hit against Singer. In fact, the only one that's in the lineup today that's gone yard against him is JT. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. A 12-pitch first inning for Singer. Phillies go down in order. Jesus Luzardo going to work when we return. Reds lineup brought to you by Xfinity. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Terry Francona has Ellie De La Cruz leading it off. De La Cruz is 3 for 17 against the Phillies this year. He's ready to go. So is Luzardo. Uh-oh, look out. Bat goes helicoptering. And it's 0-1.
And you wouldn't know it from that swing, but he has really tightened up his right-handed swing. He has an OPS of 1104 for Southpaws this year, and this goes whirly birding right into that net above the Phillies dugout. But that OPS is 4th in Major League Baseball this year versus lefties. He's got 7 homers,
right,
which is a career high from the right side.
0-2. Luzardo's season numbers. It's been a good year for him, 7-4. It didn't start out that way. He's worked hard to get it back. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 1 away. So 2 sweepers in a row. 1 looking, 1 swinging. And we take a look at his arsenal. Our Delaware Valley Audi dealers bring you a look at this StatCast.
Yeah, just about 37% of the time with that sweeper, and why not? It is so stinking good. Opponent's hitting just 141 against it. I would like to see a little bit more success with the fastball, though.
Sal Stewart lifts one to center field. Crawford goes back a few steps. And he'll reel it in.
I'll welcome that all day long.
Absolutely. 4 pitches, 2 outs. We've discussed this often as home road splits. It is interesting.
And we asked Don Mattingly during his last start in Kansas City, why, Don, why? And he said, I don't know. But they are drastic.
J.J. Bleday, the batter, and he hits one in the air to right field. It's not that deep. Rincones is under it. That's a 5-pitch first inning. That may be one of the least amount of pitches Luzardo's ever thrown in an inning. True baseball fans need Wi-Fi that's so reliable it never gets caught looking. Xfinity Internet keeps you in the game at one price for 5 years and allows you to get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Brandon Marsh will lead it off, and he takes a strike 0-1. Marsh is 2 for his last 21. This is probably the most he has struggled. See his numbers against the fastball. That was up over 400 about 3 weeks ago, but it's still really good. Just over 350. Tapped foul.
You see that average down to 305. We just haven't seen that throughout the course of the season.
One ball and 2 strikes. Inside. This guy's ready. He's ready for a Brandon Marsh home run. He's up in the above the 370 sign.
He's ready, all right.
25 rows above Matt Armentano and the family.
He was getting ready for the ABC. You know what? The heck with it. I'm going full uni, baby.
Why not? 3-2. Hit sharply to first, and Steer will bring it to the bag. Bet365 provides us with the odds for Alec Bohm, Ben, to hit a home run, plus 600. 1 for 7 in the series is Alec. He's hitting .222 on the year. He's hitting .222 against the fastball. And Singer throws him a breaking pitch. Alec pops it foul into the seats on the first base side. That's going to hurt somebody's hand.
There you see that sinker at 92. He's not going to overpower you, Singer, but he does move the ball in and out very well and change the speeds.
And a called strike 2. That was on the line. It just I think he missed the spot. Mike Esterbrook stayed with it. Esterbrook, the home plate umpire, he's got the wristband on. He's gotten hit with a foul ball there. I believe it was several years ago that he broke his arm. So that's why there's that little extra padding there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball right field going back. Marte, and he's under it. 2 outs. And Bryson Stott is coming up. Stott 0 for 7 with a couple strikeouts in this series. Hitting .245 with an OPS of .693. That's just slipped under 700.
Yeah, 0 for 5 in the series, but he's hit the ball extremely hard in the outs that he has made.
I thought last night more than even the first game. Reds won last night's game. The Phillies won game 1. Phillies have two left-handed relievers now that have an ERA of over 7. Now Tanner Banks has been placed on the injured list, and we hope that he recovers and gets that forearm healthy. Line drive into right field for Stott. Marte is going to let it go to the wall, and Stott on his way to second. The throw is way offline. And that's the first hit of the day. It's the 16th double of the season for Bryson.
Gets a cutter here that just doesn't cut a whole lot. He gets on top of it, goes at it with his hands. He does not stand up to get it. He just goes at it with his hands and hits a bullet to right field and gets the second easily.
Well, it's his first hit of the series, finally reaping the rewards of hitting the ball hard.
His bat speed just seems different to me in the last 2 months. In a good way.
Yep. And now Rincones, who's hit in 4 straight, he takes strike 1. Challenge now. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Looks like it's there.
Yeah, this is an early challenge that he's going to wind up giving up.
The pitch is a strike.
He's now 6 of 8 in challenges. He seemed pretty confident.
And that was almost a whole ball in the zone. You just wonder why in that particular situation. So say it does go 0-1. Still have 2 strikes left and 7 more innings to go.
Yeah, that's my thought, is just how you laid it out, is that it's early in the at-bat. And it's early in the game, too. If it's not definitive, probably should let it go.
You have 22 more outs to work with, the Phillies. And I don't know.
2-1. 3-1 to Gabriel. Rincones has 5 hits on this road trip, but his success actually started on the homestand, the end of it. Swing and a miss, 3-2.
I think you got to realize the situation there. 3-1 count. Man on second. You do have a base open. You got a righty on deck. Probably go back to that slider here.
20th pitch of the inning for Singer. And a high bouncer to first, and Steer will bring it to the bag. No runs, 1 hit. Phillies leave 1 in scoring position. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Our Citizen Stats leader is the official bank of the Phillies since the start of 2025, which is when Luzardo picked up the sweeper. He is #1 in strikeouts thanks to the sweeper. It's updated after tonight. You got De La Cruz to start the game. It's 166.
It's amazing.
And the 5 pitches that he threw in the first, that's the least he's ever thrown in an inning.
Pretty efficient.
Entering tonight, strikeout percentage that's incredible. I think 50% on the sweeper. Inside corner, 0-2. 70 strikeouts, opposition hitting 141.
Imagine throwing a pitch every other time and getting the swing and a miss.
When you throw 100.
When you throw 100.
Steer has hit in 5 straight games.
A pair of hits last night. I think just about everyone had a pair of hits last night for the Reds.
Yeah, it was never ending.
No.
John Party, who did the post-game concert, probably took 2 naps during that game.
He could have. I wish I'd have known about that. Probably would have made my way over here around the 7th or 8th inning.
A high bouncer toward third, charging and picking his Bohm, and 1 out. And that's kind of what you talked about before earlier in this series about the high choppers, that Bobby Dickerson wants you to charge them if they're over your head.
And that's exactly, he said, Alec Bohm does it better than anybody I have on this ball club. And that was a perfect example. The ball bounces in front of the plate as an infielder. It's over your head. Immediately attack. To get it on the short hop, that's what Alec did.
Here's Suarez, who swings through the first one. He's 1 for 8 in the series. He homered. He was doing the drill today that we've seen a lot of teams start to do. I think the first time I saw it was in Miami, where they put the pitching machine at the foot of the mound, maybe even closer, and they turned the velocity up. It had to be over 100, right?
Way over 100. And
they use soft smush balls, and that's what they fire at the hitters. And he was out there he had to be out there for a half hour.
He was out there for a while, and they used the regular bats, and he actually hit a couple out, so that despite those balls being softer, they still travel. But I was blown away about the velocity, and I was talking to Dusty Wathan about it, and he said that they have one in their guys do it every day on the Phillies. They're required by Major League Baseball to have these in each. I think he said there were 2 junior hack attacks, 1 regular hack attack, which is the bigger 3-wheel one. He goes back to another sweeper here, does Luzardo. Nasty. Just so the clubs don't have to carry them on the plane and do all that and maneuver them, and they're already right there in every big league city for you.
Yeah, and your thought is it just helps with hand-eye coordination.
Hand-eye.
Tyler Stevenson lines one to right center field. First hit of the night for the Reds. It's his second hit of the series.
Yeah, Trevino got the start last night for the Reds behind the dish. He's a big boy, isn't he, Stevenson?
He is.
Former first-round draft pick.
Noelvi Marte, the batter, 6 home runs. He was injured earlier this year when the Phillies faced the Reds. He had an oblique strain. Challenged him with 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 1-1.
And he hit the first of the 4 homers that the Reds hit in that 1 inning last night. Didn't hit it real hard, but got enough of it.
Fly ball right field, right at Rincones. He waits for it, and he makes the catch. No runs, a hit, and 1 man left. We'll go to the 3rd. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game, and it was a fiery Jesus Luzardo as he was walking off the mound. He's looking into the Reds dugout. He's pointing at somebody. You know, there is still effects from the other night with Ellie De La Cruz when he went into second base and bumped into Bryson Stott. Yeah, he's pointing at somebody in the dugout. It's hard to tell, but De La Cruz is on the railing in that general vicinity. It could have been Stewart.
Is someone getting chirpy? I don't know what they would be chirping about.
Well, either way, there is still some, you know, the Phillies weren't happy the other night with De La Cruz when he bumped into Stott. Well, we go to the 3rd, and JT takes a strike. It's 0-1. JT 1 for 7 with a home run and an RBI in this series. Takes outside. 1-1.
The homer came last night. The 1 hit was a homer. And that got the Phillies within 3 runs. At the time, it was 7-4. You're thinking, all right, we got some ball game left.
Yeah, it's not like the Reds have a lights-out bullpen.
No.
Sharply towards short. De La Cruz has it. And then he fires to first.
Fine play.
right, so Crawford the batter. There is a thought that Luzardo was barking at Stewart. Stewart threw his arms up for some reason, and I think that caught Luzardo's eyes. I don't know. Something got him mad, though.
Obviously.
The catcher's challenging the pitch.
All right, so 78 challenges for Stevenson. This is the 79th. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch is a strike.
He's now 58 for 79.
An incredible percentage.
Crawford went. Well, if it is Sal Stewart that Luzardo was upset about, then it's going to make the All-Star game somewhat awkward.
They'll resolve their differences.
Yeah. 1-2.
If he did throw his arms up, about what would it be about?
I don't know. Two and two.
Luzardo he stays very even keeled out there on the mound.
Very competitive, though.
He's very competitive, but he doesn't really show his emotions all the time.
Fly ball left field. Bleday out there. 2 outs. And now Trey Turner coming up. Bryson Stott doubled in his last at bat, so he has 16 doubles and 16 stolen bases. Turner has 16 doubles and 16 stolen bases. This one is flared out to right center. That's a 9-pitch inning. 1, 2, 3. Go the Phils. Schwarber will lead off when we get to the 4th inning. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your local Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Val Honda dealer. Visit DelValHondaDealers.com. By the Pennsylvania Lottery. Visit PALottery.com or download the app today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians. And by Yellowwood pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have the yellow tag, you don't want it. And we start the bottom of the 3rd. In a scoreless ball game, Arroyo leads it off, hitting .247. Arroyo's 1 for 4 in this series. McLean played second in game 1. He played last night. By the way, the Phillies have to win to keep pace in the National League East. Braves have already won today. Last time I looked, Marlins were trailing 1-0 to the Mariners. Marlins are on fire. Don Mattingly's former team. It's stunning. They were tied with the Phillies for 2nd place. Swing and a foul tip, and there's another strikeout. 3rd strikeout.
Guess what pitch, partner?
Sweeper.
You better believe it.
Third strikeout, 1 out. Friedel, the number 9 batter, 0 for 7 with a walk in this series. 1 for his last 15. After the Phillies faced the Reds earlier this season, he was sent out to AAA. They wanted him to revamp his swing and try to do what he did last year when he hit .261. The ball got a piece of Estabrook.
Looks like it got a big piece of him. A big old red dot on that right forearm.
I'm telling you, he gets hit in the forearm so often. It seems anyway. 1-2.
Friedel hit this ball. I didn't see it. Oh yeah. That got a welt on there pretty quickly, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks. Another one with a sweeper. 4 strikeouts for Luzardo.
I mean, that pitch not even close, but Friedel not reading spin. You know, when we sat behind home plate in the stands a couple weeks ago, you could really see how much movement that pitch had on it.
I talked to him after that game, and he said, how was it behind home plate? I said, it was great. I said, it was a really good view to see different pitches. Mm-hmm. He goes, yeah, I was looking at one point, and you guys were doing something. I don't know. He goes, I just started laughing on the mound.
Maybe when the Fanatic dumped 9 pounds of popcorn on us?
It could have been. Could have been.
Although that was a little later in the game. I don't know if he was, what did he throw, 7 innings that night?
Yes. I think. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-1. This is the play from the other night that we were talking about right there. I still don't see him going toward third.
No.
You know, we wondered if abandonment would be called. I don't think De La Cruz was ready for that.
He did the same thing on the 2-0 pitch and the 2-1 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Did he think he was going to get it?
I think he might have. When you say get it, you mean get hit?
Yes.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. He just struck out the side. And Luzardo's got his ball moving tonight. That's 5 strikeouts through 3 innings. We played 3. The sweeper, it's doing its thing. This wrap 4th inning is brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Scoreless game, top of the 4th. And Kyle Schwarber leads it off. Got a pitch low. Kyle Schwarber, most home runs in the first 5 seasons with a team, 219, trailing just Babe Ruth and Mark McGwire when Babe went from the Red Sox to the Yankees.
I mean, to be even mentioned with that list of players.
Yes.
Ralph Kiner, David Ortiz, A-Rod.
Low, 2-1.
It's incredible. Have you decided which guy's going to go deep this inning? Schwarber or Harper?
I think it's going to be both of them.
Oh.
Yeah. Swinging a foul. It's 2-2. Just for the guy's sake out in the outfield. I want him to get action. I mean, he got all dressed up. He brought his glove. He seems like a rather tall guy, too.
And very fidgety.
2-2. And a called strike 3.
Well, it's not going to be Kyle.
No.
It's a fastball here at the top. 2-seamer. Running back. I think Kyle was sitting on that slider again that got him his first at bat.
Well, 3 strikeouts for Singer. Harper struck out his last time. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Would you say he's baseball ready, Tom?
He does get baseball ready. Not all the time, but I would say a handful of times per at bat. I like the fidgetiness, though, because that means his momentum. He can go either way. Hit on the ground to first, backhanded by Steer. Little flip to Singer covering. 2 outs. Brings Marsh up. Marsh has got some new commercials that are floating around social media.
Oh yeah.
With Victus, he was going to Angelo's to get some cheesesteaks.
Okay.
But there's a cheesesteak bat, I think, that's being released.
Nice.
Yeah. It's an interesting conversation, isn't it?
I guess just because Singer ran over to first, he's getting a little bit more time on a humid night.
Oh, maybe.
Just get some air back in his lungs. So then while they do cardio in between their starts. Maybe he thought he was lonely, just wanted to go talk to him a little bit.
Could be.
Talking about their plans after the game or something along those lines.
Hey, say, did you see that guy up in the stands in the full Reds uniform?
He didn't get the memo. We're wearing our red tops tonight.
First pitch to Marsh. And it's 1-0. Marsh grounded out. I hope somebody hits one to him. Fly ball center field. That'll take Friedel back a few steps short of the track, though, and he makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils. 10 pitches in that inning. This fourth inning is brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Yellowwood bringing the lumber for Stal Stewart, who set the record for rookie home runs for the Cincinnati Reds. He has 19 this year, which is tops among National League rookies. He passed Frank Robinson and his rookie record.
And 10 of those 19 home runs have gone to the right of center field.
First pitch to him. Swinging a foul. It's 0-1. He flied out to center his first time up.
Dusty Wathan really likes his kid swing. He said if he sticks with that approach, he's going to hit a lot of home runs at this ballpark.
Yeah, at this ballpark. But it plays other places, too. I mean, he had a great series against the Phillies in Philadelphia. Reds took 2 of 3 from the Phillies. They averaged 6 runs per game that series. And the 0-2. Swinging a grounder over to third. Nice comfortable hop for Bohm. One out. J.J. Bleday coming up.
He flied out to right field his first at bat on 1 pitch. Just 5 pitches overall in that first inning for Luzardo.
Day hitting .324 against left-handed pitching.
To have the confidence to throw that 2-0 sweeper in there. Whoop.
3-1.
Challenged him there at 98 on that 3-1 pitch. Both pitchers very economical throughout this ball game so far.
Breaking ball and a call. Strike 3.
Throws it 2-0 to get a strike, then he throws it 3-2 to lock up Bleday. Catches a lot of the plate. He's probably thinking, there's no way he's throwing me a sweeper. He throws 98. He's done a couple first pitch changeup. He did it once to Arroyo, now here to Steer.
Steer grounded out to Bohm at third. And that got a piece of him, so he'll go to first. He hasn't really allowed much tonight. That's only the second base runner.
Does it get his foot? Yes, it does. That front toe right there.
Jesus wanted the Phillies to take a look at that, and I think Riley probably saw underneath that it did hit his foot. Suarez takes a strike. He's going to challenge it. ABS powered by T-Mobile. This one was close. It's a ball.
Pitches the ball.
Two and 0.
A 2-0 changeup here.
2-1. He did throw the changeup.
He sure did.
Miami's taking the lead on Seattle. It's 5-1. That game's in the fourth. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
If you'd have told me that the Marlins and the Phillies had the same record on July the 9th, I would tell you to go see somebody.
Well, I'll tell you, tip of the cap to them. I mean, they're really, and they're gaining more confidence. 2-2, cut on it, missed, and Suarez strikes out. 7 strikeouts for Luzardo. No runs, no hits. Each team with 1 hit so far. It'll be off the chain at CBP when the Phils host the Dodgers on Tuesday, July 21st at 6:40. Kids 14 and under will receive a Chick-fil-A Phillies Big Chain. Get tickets today at Phillies.com. Alec Bohm leads it off. He flied out to right field his first time up. Singer's retired 7 straight. Two. .51 pitches through 4 innings for Singer.
A lot of 0-2 counts for the Phillies early on in this ball game.
Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Singer. Price and Stott coming up. Ben, we talked about this before, that Stott and Turner now each have 16 doubles and 16 stolen bases. Here are the list of players in the big leagues that have reached those numbers. Otto Lopez is having an unbelievable year for the Marlins.
Yes, he is.
Or Rosarina. I wonder if they're going to trade him. Bobby Witt Jr.
It's quite the company to be in.
Off the end of the bat, out toward left, and it'll hang up there for Bleday. Two outs. Time now for our live odds update, brought to you by FanDuel. 3.5 seems to be the over/under on pitches seen.
Even that seems like a lot at this juncture.
Off the plate, out towards second. De La Cruz takes care of it. That's an 8-pitch inning. 10 in a row retired by Singer. That'll take us to the bottom of the 5th. Well, the home run derby participants, the field is getting thicker as Jordan Walker and Bryce Harper have thrown their hat in the rings. Caglione as well. Caglione hit one over 500 feet when he was in college. Harper is one of 3 home run derby winners to win at their home ballpark. He did that in 2018. 2 more spots to be filled. At our Rally House quote of the game about Bryce on using his 35-ounce bat in the derby, I'd probably use just a normal one. I don't think I could last if I did that too many swings.
No.
That's what he told Cole Weintraub on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Bottom of the 5th inning, Stevenson starts it off. That's just the 49th pitch thrown by Luzardo. Stevenson has the only hit for the Reds. Hits that one back toward the middle. Stott makes the sliding play, gets up and throws in time. What a play.
Man. I'll say it to him blue in the face. Get this man a Gold Glove. His baseball IQ, as we take a look at our Hyundai defensive play of the game, his baseball IQ, the inner clock, gets to his feet efficiently, makes a good strong throw to Harper. Sliding to his right. He just gets the job done. It's your Hyundai defensive play of the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers.
Yeah, he's able to make that kind of play quite often. Marte flied out to right his first time up. Two balls, no strikes. 2-1. Foul ball. His ball strike splits are really good too. And nothing's in the middle of the plate.
No.
Well, it's partly why he has 7 strikeouts. He's got it even 2-2. And the pitch. Check swing, foul ball.
Yeah, for a check swing, that really came off quickly, didn't it?
It did.
Exit velo at 78 on that one. That's for a check swing. That's not bad.
One walk so far for Luzardo. And the 3-2. Up high, ball 4. Ben, it's time now for our Stump the Fans trivia question, brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on. Only one player in MLB history has had a 20+ save season with both the Phillies and the Reds. Name that player.
Is he in the building tonight?
Oh, he might be. I don't know the answer. I have to think about it. 1 ball, no strikes. Wearing cowboy boots.
Wearing cowboy boots.
Bouncer right side, and Stott gets to it on the glove side. Gets his feet set, and he gets the out at first. And a clap of the hands from Luzardo. 2 outs.
And not an easy play, but Bryson makes this look a lot easier. Once it hits that dirt in the infield, it collects even more topspin when it goes from dirt to dirt. But he's able to reach up and snag it. Jesus loves it. Just love his baseball instincts, don't you?
Yes. Friedel had 11 bunts last year, 11 bunt hits. That was tops in Major League Baseball. Tries to bunt here. One ball, one strike. Phillies have had one base runner in scoring position. Now the Reds have a base runner in scoring position. A high chopper back toward the middle. Stott has it. He's not going to have a play. They throw behind Marte. Nice play by Bohm. Well, that could have been dangerous.
Yeah, it's a smart play by Stott to not throw the ball to first base. I'm second guessing the throw to third, however. Marte really not rounding that bag too hard. See where he's positioned it. Again, that top spin. See Marte really not off the bag. A big spot in this ball game right here with De La Cruz up.
Yeah, De La Cruz is 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. He has struck out half of his at-bats against the Phillies this year. And a chopper over to third, foul.
De La Cruz saw that first pitch force him. He said, yeah, I'm going to swing at this one. Struck out. Both strikeouts have come against that sweeper.
Over to shortstop, and big comfortable room service hop for Turner. And he goes the short way to second to wrap up this 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left. We played 5. Our Independence Blue Cross Philly of the week is Joan Duran. Duran was named the NL reliever of the month following a fantastic stretch in the month of June, having the best month among any relief pitchers in the National League with a 1.64 ERA, 9 saves, 18 strikeouts in 11 innings of work. Duran's electric performance is brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. The Phillies hope they'll see Duran a little later on in a save situation. But first, they got to get some runs as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Both these guys have pitched very well tonight. Singer has less strikeouts, but he's allowed 1 less hit. As JT leads off the 6th inning in a pitch outside, 1-0. JT grounded out to shortstop his first time up. 2-0.
You got to find a way to get on the board here.
Yep. That's where Singer, I think, has been at his best tonight, is dotting that outside part of the plate to right-handers.
I know that pitch is only at 92, but what are you going to do with it? Get a ground ball to second?
I was going to say maybe go the other way, but you're susceptible to hitting it on the ground. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And a called strike 3. JT's down looking. Join us for the Toyota Phillies Alumni Weekend when the Phils host the Blue Jays and your favorite Phils legends return to the ballpark starting August 7th with Toyota Wall of Fame night honoring Chase Utley, and Sunday August 9th at 1:35 Toyota Phillies Alumni Day. Visit Phillies.com to purchase your tickets today. Line drive out to left. Bleday had him played perfectly. 2 outs, 12 in a row. Turner coming up.
And this former first rounder, 18th overall pick out of the University of Florida, is really dotting it up, as you mentioned.
It is odd that he's 11 games under 500 for his career. Line drive, right center field. Friedel over, and he makes the catch. 8 pitches. This has been a heck of a run for Singer. He's retired 13 in a row as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Phillies baseball is brought to you by CarShield. It's as easy as call, drive, and save. And by Nissan. Hurry in and bring home a winning deal with the Nissan Summer Sales Event. Number one dad has got some folks that have joined him out there. Some youngsters have made their way up to his perch. He hasn't had a lot of action today because there really hasn't been a lot of offensive action because both these starters have been excellent. As we start the home 6th inning, Sal Stewart, J.J. Bleday, Spencer Steer against the very efficient Jesus Luzardo. 0-2. He's got this rhythm going now, Luzardo, and he has over his last 10 starts or so. In his last 6 starts, in the first 5 innings of games, he's allowed 3 earned runs in 30 innings.
Yes, he did.
Stewart went around. He's down on strikes, 8 strikeouts.
He's got that sweeper sweeping.
Yeah, all 8 strikeouts are on the sweeper.
Sal knew it.
Bleday had no shot on that one.
I believe he went.
Yep. Although if it was the World Series between the Twins and the Dodgers back in the 60s, he would not have gone. Have you ever watched that video?
No.
Oh, you got to watch it.
Really?
Sandy Koufax on the mound. I mean, there's one check swing after another, and if these guys hit the ball, it would have went out of Metropolitan Stadium.
Another guy who, if could have stayed healthy, what would his bottom line look like? Sandy Koufax. I mean, they were good as it was. He could flat out deal.
1-2. Well, you might as well throw the same pitch again. And the 1-2 outside. He did throw the same pitch again. 2-2.
Throw it again.
Swung on and missed. 9 strikeouts. That was a changeup that time.
Luzardo looked back at JT. I think that came from Jesus. The last thing that Bleday is looking for is a left-left changeup, full count. That is just some flat-out pitching there.
Oh, with 2 outs, Spencer Steer, who was grounded out and walked. 0-1. This is just wizardry right now.
Yes, it is.
Luzardo. He has 3 double-figure strikeout games. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
And he still has 97 in the tank.
Zach Wheeler, he had 14 strikeouts the other night. Now the 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Steer is one of 4 different Reds players to have 13 home runs or more. 2-2. He struck him out looking right down the chute. 10 strikeouts for Luzardo. It's the 18th time in his career that he has reached double figures in strikeouts. He has been mesmerizing tonight. Time now for our game summary, brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Well, it's a pitcher's duel in the deepest sense. Luzardo 10 strikeouts over 6. Singer 5 strikeouts, 1 hit over 6. Bryson Stott has a double tonight. Stevenson has a single. Friedel has a single. 3 hits combined. And we start the 7th inning. That one is flicked out toward left center field. That's going to be in for a base hit for Kyle. Well, that ends 13 in a row. Retired by Singer.
Backdoor cutter. Just dumps it into center field. He may need a new bat his next AB. Went down to Hero. Now chase him around, Bryce.
Bryce is 0 for 2, a strikeout, a ground out. Out towards second, that could be 2. There's 1 and 2.
Pitcher's best friend. It's about as tailor-made as you're going to see. Arroyo to De La Cruz, on to Steer.
Marsh is 0 for 2. He's grounded out. He's flied out to center. Shows bunt. 2 for his last 23 is Brandon. Still in the top 10 in batting average coming into tonight. He was 7th. That one's lined out to right center. That'll be in for a hit. Marte will get it in. All right, so the Phillies have 2 hits in the inning, but the double play erased the last one.
Gets out in front of it. Watch him hit through this baseball. Look at that extension. It's exactly what you're looking for. You get out in front with your hands a little bit, but you keep moving that bat through the zone. Able to dump that ball into right center for a knock.
Alec Boehm is flied out and he is struck out. 0-1. That got Alec.
Singer just chases Alec up and in. That got his back elbow. His right forearm. Take a look. Right man, right spot, huh?
Bryson Stott is doubled today. He's also flied out to left. Phillies have a runner in scoring position. It's just the second time in this game. One. They have been below the zone. Fly ball center field. Friedel, he's out there. He's under it, and he puts it away. 7 shutout innings for Brady Singer. No runs, 2 hits. Phillies lead 2. Time to stretch. Our drive of the game brought to you by your Delaware Valley Audi dealers. 5 hits between the two teams. As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, Eugenio Suarez will be batting. The Tarps off crew are up in left field. The older fellow there with all the kids. A couple of them, actually.
And that originated in St. Louis.
St.
correct?
Louis,
yeah.
yes. St. Louis. But everybody's taking it. Suarez takes upstairs. Suarez 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Home 7th inning. Scoreless game. A little quick pitch. Check swing. Ooh. No swing.
Like he did go.
Yeah. With that time, 2-2.
You know what I can't get out of my head? Remember when Dory and Nemo are trying to find Nemo's dad?
Yes.
And they get lost, and she says, "Just keep swimming, just keep swimming."
You can't get that out of your head?
I keep saying, "Just keep swinging, just keep swinging." It's like, I mean, there's been so many swings and misses tonight.
Yeah. 3-2. Ball 4. It's the 3rd walk issued. Excuse me. Yeah, 3rd walk.
You know Nemo's dad's name?
I don't remember.
Marlin.
Marlin. Yeah, Marlin. Like Marlin.
I get a ball on the ground.
Stevenson was robbed by Stott his last time. He takes strike 1. He's also single today. $18 swings and misses today. $11 on the sweeper. One ball, one strike. Hit sharply. Diving stop by Turner from a knee to second for 1. Over to first, not in time. That's a heck of a play by Trey Turner for the first outs.
That is a fine play. This is your all-state good hands play of the game. I know they didn't get the double play, but they still were able to get the lead runner. Ranging to his right, Turner from his knees. Stevenson does run really well.
Pop foul out of play. Stevenson has a very short lead over at first right now. .88 pitches for Luzardo. Oh, 0-2. Reds have 2 challenges left. They've been successful throughout the night. Phillies have 1. This will be the 90th pitch for Jesus. And a called strike 3. 11 Ks. 13 is his season and career high. He just froze him.
Absolute paint. And JT hardly moved his mitt.
1-1.
Good changeup.
Caleb's on the horn as he's getting closer to 100 pitches. I think it's going to be Bolin who's going to get up. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Zach Wheeler 14 strikeouts in game 1. Luzardo 11 in this one. 1-2. Hit foul.
I think either go change up a wire or back foot sweeper again.
1-2. And the pitch. Check swing.
Or we go 98 at the top.
Yeah. It's one of the first times that he's missed like that, where JT wanted it.
Can he get to a dozen?
2-2. Hit sharply back toward the middle. Stott has it, flips underhand. Turner's got it. And the side is retired. 7 shutout innings for Jesus Luzardo. A brilliant night for the Phillies left-hander going into the All-Star game. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your Philadelphia area Chevy dealers. Visit Chevrolet.com. And by Rally House, your city, your house. Rally House, Philadelphia. Phillies fans have watched a heck of a pitcher's duel here tonight. There has not been much offense at all. Brady Singer will continue as we go to the top of the 8th inning. 5 hits between the two teams. Luzardo has 11 strikeouts. Rincones will lead it off as we go to the 8th. 76 pitches for Singer. That's it. Had a first pitch in there. Both these guys have really pounded the strike zone with first pitch strikes tonight. Oh, and 2. And it hit him. And that'll put a base runner on for the Phils. So hit by pitch for Rincones.
Might get a pinch runner here.
Yeah,
just
here comes
pulls
Hill.
that. And you know what? If you're Rincones Jr., 0-2, you're going to take that any day of the week. You can put some ice on it. Stevenson got the brunt of that as well.
All right, so Hill's coming on to pinch run. JT the batter. Mike Estabrook took the helmet off and now pointed to Hill over at first. At some point you'd think Hill would be off and running. Again, you can run on Stevenson.
Yeah, we mentioned the other night a 1.98 average pop time. Time it hits his mitt to time it reaches the middle infielder's glove at second.
Oh, and 1 to JT.
And there is a gaping hole between first and second, between Steer and Arroyo. You can drive a couple semis through that hole.
Oh, and 2. And the pitch, there goes the runner. Pitch is hit on the ground over to shortstop. De La Cruz has it and throws out Real Muto. But the Phillies stay out of any potential double play by starting the runner.
Yeah, they weren't going to be able to turn that anyway, how slowly the ball was hit, but you're right. Take any doubt out of the equation there. I'll drive him in.
Yeah, Crawford's flied out and lined out to left field.
His last bat, he had an absolute bullet to Bleday in left field.
Yeah, Bleday had him played perfectly. Mentioned that Bowen was warming up. He continues to throw, so you would think Luzardo's done. Hit sharply, base hit into right field. Hill's around third, heading for home. The throw by Marte is way offline. RBI single for Justin Crawford. 1-0 Phillies.
Well, he mentioned he'd been hitting the ball hard, and he gets a pitch to his liking. How about the efficiency around the bases by Derek Hill? And this ball is blistered. You mentioned how good an arm that Marte has in that outfield, being a former infielder. He gets a good jump, does Hill, and he scores easily.
And the first run of the game comes here in the 8th inning.
He can flat out roll, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, it's a weapon. Reds now have bullpen action. Sam Mole is warming up.
And I'm thinking that Crawford's going to be off to the races here. Phillies did see Mole the first night in.
Turner is 0 for 3. He's grounded out. He's flied out twice. Crawford does not go. Pitches just a bit low.
There's a better take by Turner.
Outside corner, 2-1. By the way, Crawford with that base hit is now at 263. He has his 8th go-ahead RBI on the season. He's raised his batting average 36 points in the last couple weeks.
It's just the contact is more consistent, and the ball's coming off his bat harder.
3-1, ball 4, and that'll be it, I would think, for Singer, with the lefty Schwarber coming up and the lefty Mole.
Get Schwarber, Harper, and then Marsh, all left-handed.
Here comes Terry Francona. So pitching change for the Reds. This will be our Nissan call to the pen. Singer pitched well tonight. The Phillies have got to run against him, trying to get some more. Major League Baseball is taking over Philadelphia with the game's biggest events. The action begins with the T-Mobile Home Run Derby on Netflix July 13th at 8 p.m. Then catch the 96th MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard on July 14th at 8 p.m. on Fox. There's so much more going on at the ballpark, though, leading up to that. The HBCU Classic, the Futures game, which will take place on Sunday, and then after it is the 3-on-3 tournament. We saw some of the pictures of them setting up for that today, and that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So go to the Futures game, stay after. It's the same ticket, and you can see Ryan Howard, Jimmy Rollins, Shane Victorino battle each other. Sam Mole is the new pitcher, and he faces Schwarber. And it's 1 ball and no strikes.
Keep passing that baton. Keep the line moving.
Schwarber singled his last time. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Well, 3.82 ERA for the Reds. Two and one.
Is that overrated chant for Kyle?
It's got to be Kyle or Bryce, right?
I guess.
Ooh. 2-2.
Kyle had a good one to hit there. 19 home runs for left-handed relievers. Most in Major League Baseball since the start of last season.
He's 11 home runs overall against lefties this year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Runners lead off. And the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, foul. And we'll do it again. Facing Maul, who is tied for 5th in appearances this year. Two and two. He tried to hold up. He went around. And Schwarber strikes out.
Schwarber just not able to hold up. See that check swing. Pretty easy call for Alfonso Marquez down the third base line. I would imagine he's going to pitch Bryce exactly the same.
Yeah, Harper is 0 for 3. Hit into a double play his last time up. He's up in back-to-back innings. Swing and a miss.
A ball in the gap here. Obviously, I would welcome a home run, but a ball in the gap here. Got those 2 rabbits out on the base paths for the Phils. They're more like cheetahs, though, those 2 out. Turner and Crawford.
One and two. He's going to throw the same pitch again.
No sense in trying to trick him, right?
Yeah, the 1-2 pitch.
Whoa, heads up, Marshy.
Yeah, right to the feet of Brandon Marsh.
He actually jumped over that ball. How did he do that? Cat-like reflexes.
Quick as a cat.
Watch Brandon. Whoop. Stay on your toes, Tom.
Gotta. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts against the 2 Phillies lefties for Maul. Phillies do get a run, though, on the base hit by Justin Crawford. Middle of the 8th, Phillies 1, Reds nothing. 1-0 Phillies. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and Jonathan Bolin will take over for Jesus Luzardo, who was outstanding tonight. 11 strikeouts, 7 innings. Bolin's 31st game, 2-0, 3 holds. This would be a hold if he can get through it. Our defensive changes brought to you by Car Shield. Derek Hill is in right field as he came to pinch run for Rincones Jr.
In a pretty good spot.
Yeah, T.J. Friedel has the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball left field, not deep. Marsh is in, and he'll make the catch.
We have a starting all-star there.
I wonder if he'll be in center, if he'll be in left.
And you think Pages will be? Pages will probably be in right.
And then Soto.
Soto. You know what? Brandon might play center.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
I mean, Pages could play center. All three of them could play center.
Oh, I don't know about Soto, but
put him out there. De La Cruz, the batter, and he takes outside. De La Cruz is 0 for 3, 3 for 20 in the season series.
I do think, though, the Phillies have hope they can keep him in check. But where we're at as a game, for a professional game of baseball at the major league level, I just think we're in a good spot. You know, we have obviously the perennial superstars. We have emerging superstars. We have guys that really come into their own. A lot of good young talent throughout the league, both leagues. It's so fun to watch.
2-0 to De La Cruz. 3-0, and this guy's one of them. He's not an all-star this year. He has been the last 2 years.
Gotta be careful here. I think he'd have the green light.
Three and 0. Taken all the way. 3-1.
Ow.
3-2. Boy, that really nailed JT.
You don't see him fall back like that very often. That smoked him. Oh. See him fall back. He put his hand down, and Estabrook catches him. One tough dude. One tough dude.
Three and 2, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th inning, 1-0 Phillies. Swing and a miss. He went upstairs with 99. 2 outs.
How about 3-0 to a punchy? It's exactly where JT wanted it, exactly where he got it. Just throws in the bayou ball. How about the ride and finish on that? Ballin loves it.
Well, 2 outs, and here's Sal Stewart, who is 0 for 3 tonight. And a pitch low. Ooh. 0 for 3 tonight. 10 for 23, though, for the year, with 4 home runs, a double. Nobody else up in the Phillies bullpen. This is Boland's inning. Hit on the ground over to third. Hit that lip, and Bone stays down on it, and the inning is over.
Heck of a job.
Yep, Boland 5-3 on the putout. 1-2-3, a scoreless 8th. We'll head to the 9th. Time now for our turning point, brought to you by Toyota Camry, Ben.
And you saw it last inning. The pitch comes in at 91. It goes out at 106 off the bat of Justin Crawford. Derek Hill would pinch ran for Rocones Jr. He comes around to score. And that's where we are, 1-0 through 8 innings here at Great American Ballpark.
So just a note on Crawford, 31 of his 70 hits this year have come 7th inning or later.
Wow. And think about that, though. That's a great stat, because you usually get your back end, the good arms out of the bullpen. You know, that the closers, the setup guys, the bridge guys. That's a good number to have. Now you're getting the best and you're hitting the best.
Well, here's Antone, the right-hander. 0-1 to Marsh. Since 1900, the Phillies have had 30 strikeouts in a series 4 other times by the starting pitchers. As they've done that in this series against the Reds. 0-2. And Marsh hits it sharply, a base hit it to right field. Well, that's a 2-hit night for Marsh. Boy, he could use that.
No doubt. And the Phillies could use another run or 2.
Time now for a Stump the Fans trivia quiz answer brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on. Only one player in MLB history has had a 20-save season or more with both the Phillies and the Reds. Name that player, Ben.
Well, the first name that came to mind was Jeff Brantley. I'm going to go with Cowboy Jeff Brantley.
Jeff Brantley is correct.
All right.
I believe. Popped foul out of play. Cowboy is doing the radio for the Reds. There you go.
Couldn't think of any other ones.
I actually had forgot about him. He had a 44 save season with the Reds. Popped up. There's the Cowboy.
There he is.
Looks like he's using a nice pen, Ben.
Mont Blanc. Perfect nice night for 3/4 zip.
It's not nice, Ben. You shouldn't make fun of the Cowboy.
They get fun, just saying. The great Chris Ware had a 1/4 zip on in the dugout.
Yes,
today.
he did. Yep. Here's Stott with a runner at first base.
When you think about it, you get older like Chris Ware, you get
colder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 0-1 to Stott. 0-2 to Stott. Fly ball center field. Friedel over into the alley under it. And he makes the catch. 2 outs. Now a quick word from FanDuel Casino.
New FanDuel Casino players get 500 bonus spins and $50 in casino bonus, which means more spins on Love Island Unlocked. So couple up with a date night boost, because thrill time is bonus time on FanDuel Casino.
Derek Hill getting a chance to bat for the first time. He has scored the game's only run. Fouled away to the right. Antone has a book that's coming out. It's coming out on the 17th of July, which is next Friday. It's called the Tommy John Protocol: How to Rebuild Your Arm, Your Mind, and Your Faith. 0-2. It'll be available on Amazon, Ben.
Well, Lord knows when you get that surgery done, there's a lot of downtime afterwards. Until you get to the part where you can start to move it around a little bit.
Ron warming up. Runner goes. pitch hit foul.
Did you ever think about writing a book?
I have written one.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. That the history of baseball in Trenton. It was to commemorate the Trenton Thunders. I think it's their 20th anniversary I did it.
And we all know what Trenton makes, the world takes.
Amen to that. 0-2. Up high, 1-2.
How many pages were in it?
It was a couple hundred. A lot of pictures.
Wow.
Yep.
How long did it take you to write it?
It took me a pretty good amount of time. Just gathering all the information.
Sure.
Because baseball, even though the Thunder have been so successful, baseball, went back. I mean, Willie Mays played the first team he played outside the Negro Leagues was in Trenton. The Trenton Giants. His numbers retired by the Thunder.
You just saw a modified pitch out. I haven't seen a pitch out in forever.
Yeah, it looked very awkward.
It was.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Hill. Staying alive.
Back when I played, there were pitch outs quite frequently. And I can still hear Renee Latchman yelling, "We don't run on pitch outs, brother." Yell it so loud.
Two and 2. Fly ball left center field. It's not deep, playable for Friedel. And that's it for the Phils here in the top of the 9th inning. All that is left is for Duran to come on and close the door as the Phils look to win the series. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota is the #1 retail brand for electrified vehicles 24 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. By Xfinity. Get reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years and same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Back here in Cincinnati, Joan Duran is on in a 1-run ball game for the Phillies. This is his 33rd game. Wapner Newman gives us a look at his pitching slab. 22 saves, 23 opportunities.
It's an ERA at 1.47. Opponents hitting .205 against him.
Phillies have 10 shutouts this year. It's tied with the Dodgers for the most shutouts. And as we begin the bottom of the 9th inning, it'll be J.J. Bleday. Bleday is 0 for 3. Swing and a miss. 97 on a splitter. It's so amazing when he throws these other pitches because his splitter, it doesn't move, let's say, like Zach Wheeler's splitter.
Right.
It just does a little bit of a dart down.
And it's so late. I don't think it has as much time. And no disrespect to Zach, doesn't have much time to go down.
Right. 1-1. 1-2.
Zach's is anywhere from 87 to 88. Duran's 97 to 98. I think it acts more like a two-seamer.
Braves have already won today. There's Zach looking on.
Can we get him to the All-Star game, please?
The 1-2 pitch. Swing at a pop-up foul behind home plate. Every time a Phillies pitcher throws a pitch of 95 or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities.
Got some good rips here.
One and two. 2-2.
I love how JT just plays that off like it didn't hurt. I mean, that was a short one. And he just chested it up like it was nothing.
Three and two.
Making him work, isn't he?
Hey, he wants a new baseball.
That's one thing Luzardo did a lot of tonight. He got rid of a lot of balls, throwing them off to the side. It's a very humid night. Got to make sure you get the right feel.
And now the 3-2 pitch from Duran. This will be the 9th pitch of this at bat. Don't forget, coming up, Michael and Ricky are standing by. Phillies Postgame Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. And again, the payoff. Swing and a flare out towards center. It's going to drop for a hit.
That's about as good as a bat as you're going to see.
Against Duran? Yep.
That was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Like a two-seamer. Does not try and pull it. Dumps it over the head of Turner. And that was outstanding. Get a ball on the ground.
So the tying runs at first. Here's Spencer Steer, who is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Phillies do play the infield at double play depth. Another new baseball for Duran. It's 2-0. JT heading out. He doesn't do this often with Duran.
No. JT just said, "You all right, Poppy?"
Probably just give it a moment.
Lengthy one. Mike Estabrook making his way out to the mound.
Now, you don't think Steer's taking in this spot with the count 2-0. You don't see it?
Not in a one-run ball game.
Short lead off first for Blade. He goes. Pitch is taken for a strike. Throw to second on one. Hop, not in time.
JT really didn't have much of a shot there. Fine play by Bryson not to let that ball get into center field.
That stolen base is the 4th for Blade. Ow, it hit him. That'll put runners on first and second. All right, so 2 on.
It's 97 off your arm.
Oh, no guard.
Looks like it hit him right on the bottom of that guard.
Oh, you did? Do you think it did get the guard?
Got a little bit of it, yeah.
Caleb Cotham now going out to the mound. Duran is working up a lather on the hill too.
Yeah, you just don't see this out of the Phillies closer. Struggling with a little bit of command. Maybe Caleb saw something physically, get him back in sync. Maybe something in his delivery.
Just watched Hill and Crawford just come together really quickly out in the outfield. It was a very, they both ran toward each other. and I had a quick conversation, and I wonder if it's about placement, like where they're gonna line up. Yeah, Hill's now pointing. Should he go toward the gap a little bit more? They're bringing Crawford over, obviously swinging late. Is the thought for Suarez? He doesn't shoot balls the other way that often.
No, he doesn't, and I'm sure he's going to be geeked up for that fastball. But the Phillies still have to play relatively deep, so if a ball gets over their head, they're not going to score. Steer from first base.
Suarez standing in, and the first pitch in there for strike. Reds have good speed on the base paths. Oh, and 2. Be big just to get him centered by getting this out here.
Duran is really taking his time out there. He's, as you said, he's got a good lather going.
Swing and a miss. Suarez down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight.
Goes with the splitter. Suarez right over the top of it. Zoop.
He gets the first out, and now Tyler Stevenson, who has singled today, also robbed by Stott.
I wouldn't put it past the Reds to try and double steal here. Duran can be slow to home, and you do have the right-hander in there. It's not like JT has a free lane to third base.
Pulled foul, 1-1. The last 2 years, the opposition is 18 of 19 against him in stolen base attempts. It's not often that he has base runners. I mean, there's sometimes, every once in a while, yes. 1-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out. At the knees, 1-2. Reds do have 2 challenges left. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got it with 101 miles per hour. 14 strikeouts tonight for Phillies pitching.
The ride on this 101 at the top. Stevenson a bit tardy.
And Noelvi Marte is the batter. The Phillies trying to put a bow on another series win. They also want to keep pace with the Braves, who have already won today, and the Marlins are leading. Broken bat chopper over toward third. Bohm's got it, throws to first, and it's in time, and the ball game is over. It got a little dicey here in the 9th inning, but a couple of meetings sort of calmed Duran down. It's the 11th shutout of the year for the Phils as they win it 1-0. And the save for Duran is his 23rd. He is the 5th relief pitcher in Phillies history to have 23 saves or more before the All-Star break.
And another 1-run ball game victory for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah, they're the best in baseball in 1-run games.
We got to find out what Caleb Cotham said to Johan Duran.
Even JT, both of them. Kind of calmed him down. Our Chevrolet player of the game is Jesus Luzardo. 11 strikeouts, his 10th career start with 11 strikeouts or more. And his sweeper, Ben, he had it going tonight.
He did, and it was just lights out. From pitch one, he just had it all going.
Well, our just precision play of the game brought to you by GMC.
Yeah, that sweeper, it was something else. He had 18 swings on it, 12 swings and misses on that sweeper tonight, T-Mac, and he just had it going. 20 overall swings and misses from the Phillies southpaw. 11 punch-outs, and that ERA on the road continues to plummet.
Yeah, and it's only the 5th time in Phillies history since 1900, 5th time that the Phillies have had a series where the starting pitchers have had at least 30 strikeouts.
Wow.
You had the 14 from Zach, and you had the 11 tonight from Luzardo, coupled with last night. I know it wasn't steady last night, but they reached 30 strikeouts in this 3-game series, and it's a rather impressive feat because you consider the Phillies staff overall, the starting pitchers, they're head and shoulders above the Milwaukee Brewers, who are second in double-digit strikeouts on the season. So the Phillies win this series, and now they look ahead to Detroit. A look at our upcoming series brought to you by Corona. Aaron Nola against Jack Flaherty tomorrow. Christopher Sanchez, Casey Mize. How about that matchup on Saturday? And then we wrap it up with another great matchup on Sunday. Skubal against Zach Wheeler.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a great series. You know about some of the young bucks that the Tigers have. Some guys are playing extremely well, but that is quite the pitching matchup.
Yeah, the Phillies are going to get their 2 of their better pitchers, and Flaherty obviously a seasoned veteran. So tomorrow it's at 6:30 on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Saturday's a 6 o'clock start, and then 1:30 on Sunday, all on NBC Sports Philadelphia. While the games are going on in Detroit, the festivities are going on at Citizens Bank Park surrounding the All-Star game, which of course will be on Tuesday after the Home Run Derby on Monday. So a solid win for the Phils. Now they win at 1-0, and they keep pace with the Braves. The Braves still have a 3-game lead in the East, and they kind of keep pace with the Marlins, depending on if the Marlins game goes final or not. They are leading the Mariners as we speak. So it's nice to win this series and kind of get the Phillies back to 3-3 on this road trip. Yeah, I know that the Phils didn't swing the bats too well tonight, just 5 hits, but a very big one by Justin Crawford to plate the only run of the game. But a win's a win, and a series win that's what they're looking for. Yeah, and a couple of things did happen also. I mean, the fact that they put Derek Hill in motion, and they probably weren't going to turn the double play. JT probably would have beaten the throw over to first base, but the fact that they put him in motion and he wound up in scoring position, that was a big deal. Yeah, they may have been able to get that force play at second if Hill isn't running, but he is in motion. There's no chance De La Cruz can get the ball to Arroyo in time. We're just waiting for Jesus Luzardo to pop the headset on. We've been fortunate enough to get Zach Wheeler and now Jesus Luzardo after a solid outing here in Cincinnati. He'll be making his first ever All-Star appearance at Citizens Bank Park on Tuesday in Philadelphia. All right, Jesus is ready down on the field. Jesus, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it very much. It is mesmerizing watching how good your sweeper has become. Is it amazing to you to see the transformation from last year to this year and how good it is?
Yeah, even from like the beginning of the year this year to what it is now, we've come a long way, and hopefully, keep working on it and get better. Well, you threw 46% sweepers tonight. You had 18 swings, 12 swings and misses, and 20 overall. It's a pitch that it just comes out of your hand. Plus, they got to respect your velocity. They're going to swing at that sweeper. Yeah, you nailed it on the head. I just think getting in the zone a good amount and then getting it out of the zone when we want to, and just finding that steady balance and good mix. I think JT does a great job back there, and we do a great job of game planning as well.
Hey, listen, what were you chirping about early in the game? You got fired up out there.
Yeah, I get a little fiery sometimes, but nothing bad. I mean, I think it's just a heated competition. Both sides want to play well and do well, and I heard some things out of that dugout, and I gave it right back. But no hard feelings.
Well, listen, we mentioned this will be your first All-Star appearance. What does that mean for you and the body of work that you've had these last couple of years to get this opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an honor. I think obviously we have a lot of guys in this clubhouse that deserve that honor, and but I'm proud to be named an All-Star, and I'm thankful for it, and just look forward to representing the Phillies in a good way.
One pitch in particular I want to talk about, the 3-2 changeup to Bleday.
Oh, yeah.
Was that on you or was that JT?
That was all me, yeah.
I knew it was. I saw you smirk back at him.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it. I had to shake like 6 times to get there, but it worked out well. And, I mean, sometimes you just have that feeling.
Well, you had that feeling tonight. Awesome job. It got a little dicey there in the 9th inning, but we all had faith, right?
There's never a doubt. Never a doubt. Especially Duran on the mound. He could have the bases loaded with no outs, and I have full faith that he's going to punch out the side.
Well, congratulations again
tonight
on the All-Star game. Congratulations on this effort tonight, and go enjoy it.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. Jesus Luzardo. I love it.
Love it.
A live studio audience. Phillies win it 1-0. They win the series against the Cincinnati Reds. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, the Corolla crossover, brought to you by Toyota.